ito pong pangalawang set of files, we can validate. Ito po yung hawak ko ngayon.
Authenticated na.
Matagumpay si Leandro Livisti sa kanyang pagharap sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. At nadipinsa niya po yung hawak niyang tinaguriang Cabral files. At ito ay na-authentic mismo, kinumpirma mismo ni Bunuan na ito ay galing ho sa DPWH ang mga files na inilabas ni Leandro Livisti sa kanyang mga social media. At ayon nga po sa naturang kongresista, authenticated na di umano ang naturang Cabral files. Kasi alam niyo ho, tayo ay nag-aabang kung pupunta ba si Leandro Livisti sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing dahil sa nakaraang preskon niya nung pagsampa niya po ng kasong libel laban kay Claire Castro, hindi po siya sigurado na makapunta sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. At ayon nga ho sa kanya, basta wala lang po na magbabawal sa kanya at kukontra na pupunta po siya sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, ay pupunta ho siya. Isiniwalat na rin po niya na meron pong banta sa buhay niya. Pero nasurpresa po ang maraming mga Pilipino sa pagdating po ni Leandro Livisti sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Na ito na nga ho ang inaabangan natin na mag-abot si Leandro Livisti, DPWH officials at itong si Bunuan. Si Bunuan po mismo ang nagkumpirma na talagang pamilyar po sa kanya ang naturang mga files na inilabas ni Leandro Livisti. Dalawang files po yung inilabas ni Leandro Livisti. So yung una at yung pangalawa. Yung pangalawa, kinumpirma ho talaga ng DPWH. Sa una, medyo nagtatalo pa ho sila. Pero bago ang lahat, magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. Pa-like, pa-share, pa-subscribe. At pakipindot po ang inyong notification bell upang lagi po tayong updated sa ating mga video. Suportahan po ninyo ang Berada Aguila alas 2 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon sa Berada Aguila YouTube channel, Lunes hanggang Biyernes. At ang pangalawang YouTube channel ko po, Bistak Historiador. At maraming salamat po sa mga nagpa-super thanks. Thank you so much, Victoria Donato. Mabuhay po kayo. Lili Taguno, maraming salamat po. At Ma'am Lovelyn Subukawa, Yossi Sibukawa. Maraming salamat sa super thanks. Okay, so napalaban po ang ating bida na si Leandro Livisti sa Senado. Ito po ay may kaugnayan sa Cabral files na nagpasalamat nga ho ang naturang kongresista sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing diyan sa Senado dahil sa wakas na authentic, kinumpirma ho mismo ni Bunuan ang kanyang mga files na isiniwalat. O ito, pakinggan po natin ang mga kaganapang ito. Narito po.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I would be glad to answer any questions that you might have, specifically on the contents of the Cabral files. I also understand that DPWH is here, so perhaps they would be also well positioned to lead the discussion. But with Secretary Manny Bunuan here also, I believe this is a great opportunity to learn more about how the system of the budget allocations have worked. And I have here a printout of the list of over 17,000 projects, and they are actually divided into 12 major tags. Mr. Chair, it would be worth reading the major tags. There is a allocable of 401.3 billion, BNI 10 of 6 billion, BIP on top of 33.4 billion, Senti 2025 of 100 billion, F1 of 10 billion, N1 Prio 1 of 20 billion, non-allocable of 61.5 billion, OPESAP of 8 billion, OT2 of 21.27 billion, Sandy of 14 billion, Senators of 20.5 billion, and SMB/others of 25.6 billion. This is based, sir, on the copy that I obtained as well as another copy that I've seen that was separately obtained from the DPWH.
Yeah, maybe ask the DPWH,
Ito na.
are you familiar with the documents read out by Congressman Livisti?
No, Mr. Chair. We have no copy
If you're
of
shown a copy, can you attest to the authenticity of the document?
Ito na.
Page, pakibigay nga isang kopya sa kay Undersecretary Bernard.
Okay. So ngayon, pina-authentic na po ni Boy Siminto ang unang binasa po ni Leandro Livisti. Pero sabi po ng DPWH, wala daw silang kopyang ganun. Kaya binigyan. Ito, panoorin natin.
Mr. Chair, if I may also call in Yusek Nick Conti from our planning service.
Please take your seat.
Bago lang yung DPWH Yusik na to eh. Bagong hire ni Vince Dizon. Grabe ang kapal ng files na yan.
With your indulgence, Congressman, no? Para lang makita natin kung properly authenticated ng DPWH.
Kasi gusto nila so i-authenticate muna bago pag-usapan.
In the meantime, the members can ask questions while waiting for the DPWH to examine the documents.
Mr. Chair, while the DPWH is also here, we also have the budget per district summary, which was also obtained from them that maybe the page can also give them.
Yan yung pangalawa. Yan, pangalawa. Yan yata, pangalawa. Tama. Binigay. Pina-authentic.
Mr. Chair, we are comparing the documents now, and what we have is the second batch of documents pertaining to the district allocations budget allocations per district. As to the first set of files given to us, we have no personal knowledge of these files.
Can you make a quick perusal para ma-determine nyo alin ba dyan yung pwede nyo agad na masabing ang source talaga DPWH at masabi nyo hindi, yung iba? Kung hindi naman, you can do it at a later date. Ano? Kung gusto nyo iuwi
Mr. Chair, ito pong pangalawang set of files, we can validate. Ito po yung hawak ko ngayon. Ito pong first set, we will have to look into this. But I would surmise baka ito po yung galing sa computer ni late Undersecretary Cabral.
So yung second batch, we can allow him to proceed, ano? To
Yes, Mr. Chair.
digest o kaya iparinig sa atin sa public hearing na ito kung ano yung nilalaman. Yung second batch daw, okay lang.
Mr. Chair, yung second batch actually na-post na rin sa Facebook noong Disyembre at summary lang naman po.
No, I'm referring to the Blue Ribbon Committee records. Yung Facebook, hindi naman pwedeng gawin record ng Blue Ribbon. So you can discuss the second batch of documents if you wish. If not, then it's okay.
Okay, malinaw po. Yung una ay hindi kinumpirma ng DPWH, no, na galing sa kanila, putang ina talaga, no. So yung pangalawa ay kinumpirma na ho na ito ay authentic. Maliwanag na, authenticated. So pag-uusapan natin, ano ba yung authenticated na files na yan? At mismo kinumpirma rin po ni Buno na talagang familiar sa kanya yung mga files na yan. Tuloy tayo.
So we can,
Well, I'd be happy here to answer any questions na lang that you may have po. But may I also add, Mr. Chair, that
Mr. Chair, if the good congressman will be the one to identify or talk about the contents of the files, I don't think he is competent because he is not part of the PWH. He is not even a staff of the PWH. He has nothing to do with the preparation of the entries, the consolidation of the reports. He has no personality to testify. I think what he can testify is limited only on how he was able to obtain the files from the PWH, particularly from the office of Josep Cabral. At least from legal standpoint, it is not proper for the congressman to identify or make any explanation as to the contents of the files. He will be incompetent. First of all, I don't think these files which he got has been authenticated by the DPWH. As I can see, they're refusing to render the authentication.
na-authenticate nila yung second batch. Yun ang nirefer ko na pwedeng i-discuss based on his own analysis.
Yes.
Yung second batch that he submitted, authenticated na.
So, yes, Mr. Chair, that is one I would like to ask them. How do you authenticate? Is this a public record or a private record?
This is off public record, Mr. Chair. This is a
So, how do
summary
you,
of
kasi under the law, ang authenticate lang dun sa inano ng Supreme Court sa rules ng electronic evidence, mga private documents lang. Considering, Mr. Chair, that these are public documents, will you please tell us the manner by which you identify or authenticate public documents?
Mr. Chair, we are just authenticating that these documents emanated from the DPWH. These summaries of
Wala ba
the...
siyang considering that these are digital records, wala bang digital signature? Yun lang, pag meron digital signature by any way, I think the committee will accept it.
walang digital signature, Mr. Chair. However, we have knowledge
The
of the
digital
authorship of this.
signature hindi naman yung signature talaga eh. There are various ways by which these documents can be categorized as having digitally signed, not necessarily the signature of whoever is the custodian of that document. You understand? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Grabe, napaka-technical talaga ng mga ng mga banat ni Marcolita. Barado dito si Lacson kasi nga gusto ni Lacson ipa-discuss kay Leandro Leviste yung files na authentic na po ng DPWH. Ang problema po kasi tama dito si Marcolita dahil hindi naman po empleyado si Leandro Leviste, hindi naman po siya opisyal ng DPWH. Limitado yung kanyang kaalaman dito at baka magkaroon pa ng problema. Ang dapat yan magpaliwanag, total na authentic naman ho ng DPWH, yung pangalawang files galing sa Cabral files nga, ay yung DPWH. Sila po yung magpaliwanag dyan, sila po yung mag-explain dyan. At ang DPWH ang tanungin. Kasi agree ako dito kay Marcolita, ang tanging papel lang dito ni Leandro Leviste sa Cabral files ay kung paano niya nakuha, no? At kung lehitimo ba na nanggagaling sa DPWH ang naturang files. Yan lang ang papel ni Leandro Leviste dyan, na ipinopost niya doon sa kanyang social media. Pero pagdating sa mga technicality, mga proyekto, siguro out na dyan si Leandro Leviste. Mukhang yun ang point ni Senador Marcolita dyan. Huwag mo nang pahirapan yung bata. Kasi nagsasakripisyo na nga eh. Gumawa na nga ng kabayanihan na ito na po, nailabas ko na, ito, authentic na, ito, na ang galing talaga sa DPWH. Huwag na, kumbaga, gawan pa ng kung ano-ano pang issue itong si Leandro Leviste. Balik ako dun sa sinasabi ni signature. Alam mo yung tinutukoy ni Senador Marcolita na signature. May mga files kasi, for example, kagaya sa ibang bansa, no? Pag nag-print ka ng public documents, meron silang signature na hindi talaga pwedeng pikiin. Na makikita mo, pag na-print mo yon, parang hindi visible sa mga mata ng tao. Pag kunyari nasa computer, no? Pagdating sa computer, makikita mo sa monitor, walang parang bakas kung ito'y lehitimo or hindi. Pero pag print, nakikita mo yung signature. Or meron namang visible sa mga mata na parang logo. At for example, logo ng DPWH, meron silang palatandaan or mga series ganun. Yun yung pinupunto yata ni Senador Marcolita. Tuloy po.
Mr. Chair.
The Vice Chairman is recognized. And then Senator Bam.
Yeah, former Secretary Bunoan, can you identify these documents? Kasi Undersecretary niyo siya, I'm sure you also have a copy or you have knowledge of these files.
Yung pangalawa.
This document that has been shown to me looks familiar to me, Your Honor. This is the this is a consolidation of the allocables, computed allocable per district, and there are other information here, including what has been the total allocation as for the total allocation from the General Appropriations Act.
Mr. Chairman, may I, that is a list, total allocation. My question is, was it released? That list, yan, hawak ninyo yan, sinabi na galing doon sa file, listahan yan. District yan, per district, listahan lang yan. Ano ba yung sinabit lang sa GAA, nasa GAA o nasa NEP, and then na-release ba?
That I would
Nagawa
not-
ba?
that I would not-
That is, I think, the more important question to ask, not just a list.
I just I am saying, Your Honor, that looks familiar to me, but as far as these items were released, I would not have any information about it.
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Bang.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, has the committee established how the list was acquired? Di pa? Nakapagkwento na ba si Congressman Leviste? Maybe know, Congressman Leviste, how you acquired the list?
Stop muna tayo doon. Ito na yung maliwanag ha. Yung Cabral files ay authenticated na at sinabi po mismo ni Bunuan ha na sa kanya ay familiar po itong naturang files. Ito ay ang tawag dyan, summary ng mga allocables ng mga buhaya. Na kung saan, ito yun ha, basahin ko, ito po yung post ni Leandro Leviste noong December 24. Ito po yung authenticated. Basahin ko lang yung pinaka-post na. Narito po ang karagdagang impormasyon mula sa 2025 DPWH budget per district summary, kaugnay ng mga proyektong tinutukoy bilang allocable o outside allocable, DPWH initiated at Congress-initiated projects. Ang dokumentong ito ay nagmula sa ibang source mula sa DPWH at ginagamit ng PCIJ at tumutugma sa ibinibigay sa akin ni Yumaong Yuse Cabral. Ito na nga yung Cabral files na nagpapatunay na tama ang mga halagang nasa unang listahan. Dito po natin makikita na hindi lahat ng mga proyekto sa isang distrito ay allocable sa district congressman at mas malaki pa ang outside allocable. Ang mga outside allocable ay project ay kadalasang hindi inisyatiba ng district congressman. Kaya hindi dapat sabihin na ang buong budget ng isang distrito ay maaari nilang i-allocate. Para din po malinaw, ang mga budget na ito ay ginagamit ng DPWH para sa mga proyekto at hindi po para sa proponent. Ito po yung inilabas po ni Leandro Leviste. Grabe, ang lalaki po ng mga allocables nila. At ang pinakamalaki nga ho na allocables dito ay si Sandro Marcos at si, ano ba yun? Martin Romualdez, at sa Metro Manila ay si Pastor Dila Abante. Ilan ba yung kay Sandro yan? Ang dami ng listahan. I think mga 15 billion. Mga ganun, around 15 to 20 billion. 15 na yata kay Sandro, 14 kay Martin Romualdez. So ngayon, kini-question na nila, paano ba nakuha ni Leandro Leviste ang naturang files? Kasi nga sabi, pinipilit daw. So, wala na tayong question sa authenticity. Authenticated po ha. Tuloy.
On September 4 with Yusek Cabral after she had a phone call on speakerphone with Secretary Vince Dizon, and I also had my phone on speakerphone, and I believe that my mother also spoke with Secretary Vince Dizon that night, and Secretary Vince Dizon said that these are public documents and that all of them can be shared not only with me but with the public.
And were these given to you as a printout, or was this a file that was emailed to you?
The printout that I have sent there with a timestamp September 9, 6:03 p.m. was a hard copy, and I also got a soft copy of that printout
From?
from the office of Yusek Cabral with Yusek Cabral present.
Okay.
Ayan, may soft copy, may hard copy. So, sa hard drive galing ni may hard drive si, parang USB ba yun? Si Leandro Leviste at dinownload niya, no? Yung Cabral files. At binigyan din siya po ng printed copies. Ito, tuloy natin, no?
With Yusek Cabral present.
Okay. So, yung email na pinanggalingan ng listahan is from a government employee or from an official email of the DPWH?
Soft copy was given to me,
Sorry, USB ba, or it was
Yes.
emailed to you?
USB.
Okay. So, may binigay sa yung hard copy at may binigay sa yung USB with all of these files.
Yes, my USB was the one that got the files.
Okay. So, binigay mo yung USB mo kay Undersecretary Cabral at kinopya niya from her computer.
It was my USB from their computer in the presence of Yusek Cabral.
Yes, but you have to. We just want to establish how the information arrived to the committee, no? So could you share with us how it arrived here? So binigyan ka ng hard copy, and how did you get the soft copy?
In the presence of Yusek Cabral, I asked if I could get a soft copy of it, and my USB, after a few minutes, because it wasn't readily with me, was brought by my staff, and it was also seen on CCTV that we were coming in and out of the office. And that time, Yusek Cabral was with us, and that was after a phone conversation with Secretary Vince Dizon.
Okay, so yung
Ito na lang, putangin na mo, ba Makino, ang gulo mo. Okay, so binigyan si Leandro Leviste ng hard copy. So yung soft copy naman, na galing sa computer ni Cabral, ay ibibigay kay Leandro Leviste para ma-download sa kanyang USB. Pero yung USB daw, wala siyang dala. Kaya pinapadala na lang ng staff ni Leandro Leviste. So pagdating doon sa opisina ng DPWH, kinuha na ni Leandro Leviste. Si Leandro Leviste, ito sa pagkaintindi ko, ina-assume ko na si Leandro Leviste na mismo ang nag-download ng Cabral file sa kanyang hard drive. Di ba, Bam?
USB mismo, lagay mo sa computer ni Yusek Cabral, and they transferred the file to your USB.
In the office of Yusek Cabral.
In her computer.
In the planning services office computer.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin yan, there should be a copy in DPWH as well because may pinanggalingan yung files na yon. Correct ka, Congressman Libiste, no?
Yes, and after your line of questioning, Mr. Senator, I also have here the names of the encoders that are also noted on each line of the file.
So, DPWH can verify. I don't think you can verify that right now by just looking at the hard copy. The best way to verify is to go back to your computer,
Correct.
check it there, and makikita kung totoo nga ba ito. Correct, no?
Mr. Chair, can you share our version of what transpired last September 4? What was reported to us that happened September 4 was that when Congressman Libiste came to DPWH and he was asking for the district allocation, per district budget allocation. And this was the one given by, authorized by Secretary Dizon. And that's the second batch of documents given to us, shown to us, and which we are validating. Afterwards, what was reported was that the Congressman Libiste went to the computer and got files from Secretary Cabral's computer. We are not certain what files were acquired. Right after that, we secured the computer. It was sealed off, taken off to ensure that it remains intact and hindi na po siya matamper. And last December, the Ombudsman issued a subpoena, including that CPU, which we immediately turned over to the Ombudsman on the same day, including all printouts of the letter request in his office. And as of this moment, that CPU, which remained untouched as of September 4, is with the Ombudsman.
So only the Ombudsman can actually verify. Is that what you're saying, Yusek Bernadette?
That is correct.
Only the Ombudsman can verify because the computer is with them.
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Correct, no? Thank you,
Congressman
Mr.
Libiste
Chair.
would like to respond.
Hindi ako naniniwala, putangin ng palusot na yan. Ano yon? Binigay mo na lang yung computer mo doon sa ombudsman, tapos hindi ka man lang kumuha ng file sa computer mo. Ikaw, DPWH ka. Iba ang ombudsman ha, iba ang DPWH. Pag ikaw sa departamento, kailangan makasecure ka ng kopya mo. Pero bakit ang lumalabas, wala kayong kopya? So hindi nyo ma-authentic yung, I think, unang files kasi nga, sabi, wala kayong kopya. Ang hirap naman kung ganun, siniseld nyo agad. Nung pagkakuha po ni Leandro Leviste ng files na yan, pagkatapos nyo, sinel nyo na agad, kagaguhan, buhay pa naman si Cabral noon. Pagkatapos, pagkuha ni Leandro Leviste, hindi ako naniniwala, gumawa lang po kayo ng lusot. May kopya kayo niyan, no? Pero anyway, yung pangalawang files, authenticated na, sinabi naman na, galing sa kanilang departamento, sa DPWH. So walang question dyan. So ngayon, dahil yan ay authenticated, mukhang gusto pa yata nila palabasin na illegal ang pagkuha ni Leandro Leviste sa mga files ni Cabral. Pero hindi nga ho totoo na illegal dahil sabi ni Leandro, nandiyan si Cabral eh. Kinuha ko yan, nasa harapan ko siya. Binigyan ako ng authority, pahintulot na kunin ko yung mga files na yan. Da-download ko po sa aking USB. Tuloy yung.
May I also kindly add that I believe there are two other groups that also have soft copies of the same file. One is the
PCIJ.
office of Senator Lacson, who I understand obtained it from the lawyer of the family of Yusek Cabral. And the second is Billionaire News Channel, who must have obtained it from some other source within DPWH separate from me. And I have seen another soft copy of the file, which has a slightly different file name than my file, and it is, as I have seen, exactly the same. So the public can be assured that it's not solely reliant on my copy of the file because there are multiple groups that also have a copy of the file.
Mr. Chair.
But was just to clarify, no, the files that were given to me by the lawyer of the late Undersecretary, ito yung SARO, dated December 27, 2024, 50 billion plus, 30 billion of which flood control projects. And when we cross-check with our records, may mga ghost flood control projects doon. Pero I just found out na incomplete yung, kasi may doon sa SARO na yon, ang total doon nasa mga 100 plus billion, hindi lang 50 billion. Coming from, I think, 155 billion yung whole universe. So hindi kompleto yung aking files. Yun lang binigay sa akin personally or through an intermediary ng lawyer ni late Undersecretary. And it appears na mayroong magkakapareho doon sa files ni Congressman Lipiste at saka sa aking files. I didn't anymore attempt to ask.
Ito na. Ito yung files din ni Lacson pala, pareho rin eh. Sa files ni Leandro Leviste. So kulang pa nga yung kay Lacson. Kasi nga 150 billion daw yung SARO. Tapos 50 billion lang yung nakalagay doon, 30 billion daw yung nasa flood control, puro mga ghost. Ito po yung SARO ay special allotment, no? Basta SARO, special allotment. Ganun. Teka na. Check muna natin yung SARO, basta special allotment for release order. Tama ba? Hindi ako nagkakamali. Check nga natin yung SARO. Ano ang SARO? SARO meaning special allotment. Tama nga ako, special allotment release order. So ibig sabihin, ito ay yung mga proyekto na dapat ay ma-release na sa mga buhayang merong allocables. Ang ina, billion, 151 billion, pero yung listang hawak ni Panfilo Lacson ay 50 billion lang. Yung 30 billion, puro mga ghost projects. So ngayon ito, Panfilo Lacson, makinig ka. Total, authenticated naman ho yung Cabral files. Yung pangalawang files, tinutukoy natin kung saan summary po ng mga allocables sa bawat distrito. Outside Congress din, ibig sabihin, nandun din yung executive department. Nakalista rin po yung mga allocables nila Bersamin. Ayan, allocables nila ni Lagdamio. Putangin na, billion. Hindi ba ho dapat imbestigahan yung mga numero na yon? Yung kung may mga proyekto ba talaga doon sa mga distrito na nakakuha ng napakaraming allocables, kagaya ni Martin Romualdez, kagaya ni Sandro Marcos, na bilyon-bilyon din po, kagaya ni Pastor Dila dyan sa Maynila. Dapat imbestigahan po ito ng ICI kung totoo sila. Kaso, paano imbestigahan ang kanilang mga sarili, mga hinayupak lahat, mga kasabwat? Hindi na nga ho pinagpatuloy masyado yung pa sa Cabral Files. Pinutol agad ni Panfilo Lacson. Tuloy natin,
Yusek Bernabe, there were reports that I read na may mga nagsasabi na these files were forcibly taken. Have you investigated kung totoo ito? Because may mga lumalabas na balita ako nakita sa social media claiming that they're employees of Yusek Cabral, that they were forcibly taken. Have you investigated this? Kasi kung may mga ganitong kwento, dapat iniimbestigahan ho ninyo.
Mr. Chair, that was the report. That was the report that the soft copies of the files in the computer were forcibly taken. However, upon the request of former Undersecretary Cabral and her staff, na wag na pong palakihin yung issue, that is why we just maintained reports and the footages, but wala na pong ginawang further action on it, Mr. Chair.
Have you reported this matter to the Secretary Vince Dizon, na there is such an incident, and why did Secretary Yusek Cabral decided not to pursue anymore or about this matter?
The Secretary is well aware, Mr. Chair. In fact, he is the one who acceded to the request of former Yusek Cabral and her staff na wag na pong palakihin yung issue. As to why that is why the former Yusek would want that, we cannot answer anymore po. Siguro po ayaw na po niyang maging issue, Mr. Chair.
All right, let me direct my question to Congressman Labisa.
Putangin na, wala na. Yan na lang ang inyong panggulo, parang panglaban kay Leandro Leviste kasi authenticated na yung Cabral Files. So ngayon, ang gusto na lang nila sirain yung kredibilidad ng pagkuha ng Cabral Files. Dahil gusto nang ipalabas, possibly, hindi po yan pinilit. Sinabi na nga ni Leandro Leviste, nandiyan naman siya, si Cabral Kasi gusto nilang wasakin lang ang kredibilidad ni Leandro Leviste para sasabihin, hindi pwedeng magiging valid kasi illegal. Yan na ba? Mukhang bibig ng mga inayupak. Hindi. Authenticated na. Paano yan?
Is this true? I mean, what you're saying na Yusek Cabral said na parang forcibly taken ninyo, kinuha lang ninyo, hinablot lang ninyo itong soft copy na ito sa office ni Yusek Cabral. Is there truth to this?
Mr. Chair, I believe the lawyer of the family of Yusek Cabral said that Yusek Cabral never said that it was forcibly taken, even when this was discussed at the Ombudsman in early December, and it is based on others' testimonies that is so. But apart from the lack of any mention of it by Yusek Cabral, there is also the CCTV that was also showed by the DPWH.
Because there are two employees in the office of Yusek Cabral stating that I believe I saw in some news reports claiming that you went to their office and forcibly took the files. So you're denying that, Congressman?
Because the authorization, I'm saying, sir, came from Secretary Vince.
Okay.
And Yusek Cabral was also present when I was obtaining the files.
Thank you. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Putangin na mong tulpo ka, bubo mo talaga, no? Gusto mo talagang ipalabas na pinilit na kinuha ni Leandro Leviste yung Cabral Files. Ano ba yung hinablot? Sabi nila, hinablot lang. Di nagkapunit-punit. Pinaupo pa nga si Leandro Leviste para i-download yung mga files Pinagbigyan pa nga isipin mo, binigyan pa ng pagkakataon na makakuha si Leandro Leviste ng USB. At yung staff ni Leandro Leviste ang pumunta sa DPWH para magdala ng USB. Saan posible na yan? Anak ka ng kagwang tulpo sa lapin. Ngay nayupak talaga to.
Yusek Bernabe, yung authentication, kasi sabi na naman ni PG Patulion na forensic na naman. Bakit pa tayo magpo-forensic? Alam mo, merong rules on electronic evidence. Under Rule 4, sa PG Patulion, yung best evidence rule, sinasabi rito, Section 1, original of an electronic document. An electronic document shall be regarded as an equivalent of an original document under the best evidence rule if it is a printout or output readable by sight or other means, shown to reflect the data accurately. Ganun lang kasimple, compare mo lang yan. This is the rules promulgated by the Supreme Court on July 17, 2001 under AM number 01-07-01 SC. Ganun lang kasimple yun Pero yung sagot mo kanina, parang hindi na unang palakihin yun. It's unfair na. The inference is negative. Na parang bang si Congressman forcibly, huwag naman ganun. Dapat meron kayong report talaga na walang ganun.
Tama.
Di ba?
Yeah,
He is
Mr.
a
Chair.
member of the House of Representatives. The insinuation that he forcibly took some data is not only reflective on the image of the House of Representatives.
Mr. Chair, yun na po yung nireport po sa amin. So we were just relaying po. That time po, I wasn't still with the DPWH, Mr. Chair.
Putangin na tong Yusek na to Ako sa akin lang pira-pira lang yung dong. Alam mo dong, bata ka pa, wag ka na magsinungaling. Ang point lang naman dyan ni Senador Marcolita, wag mo na magsabihin na hinablot, pinilit pagkuha ni Leandro Leviste yung Cabral Files. Kung wala naman talagang incidenting ganun, dapat magpalabas kayo ng statement na walang ganun. Hindi pinilit. Yan ay ino-authorize na kunin ni Leandro Leviste. Di ba mayroon ding email? Hindi yung parang wasakin yung si Leandro Leviste. Wala namang ganung insidente. Yun yung point dyan ni Senador Marcolita. Kaya natawa na lang si Marcolita dito sa Yusek na to
Thank you. Senator
Chair.
Marcolita.
So, Yusek Bernabe, palagi ko mahirapan ngayon na sabihin na hindi
authenticated.
tama yung files Alam mo, ako nakakuha rin ako from other sources. Pareho rin Kaya nung yung ating chair
Teka, meron ding hawak si Senador Marcolita na Cabral Files na hawak din. Pareho, kapareho, kaya Leandro Leviste, ganun ba? Putang ina. Ano bang hinintay natin?
Chairman, nagsalita, nagkaroon siya ng press ko. Sabi niya, at least there are 5 secretaries, cabinet secretaries, and USEC.
Correct.
Have been recipient of allocable, sabi niya, as shown by the Cabral Files. Tinignan ko talaga. Tama siya eh. So hindi naman kayo nag-react eh. Di ba?
Mr. Chair, with regard to the Cabral files po, no, dahil nga po ito yung galing sa computer, and ito po ay, kumbaga, we do not know the context or we have no personal knowledge on how that file was created, authored, etc., Mr. Chair. Remember, Mr. Chair, the Secretary assumed this post September 1. And in September 4 po nangyari itong incident. He had impossible for him to know kung ano man ang laman ng computer na yun. That is why when it was reported that files were secured from the computer, the prudent thing to do was to secure the computer. Hindi na po namin binuksan, hindi na po namin hinalungkat kung ano pa yung laman ng mga computer na yan, ano pa ba yung mga files na ginawa nila former Yusek Cabral. Kasi those were the 2025 budget and prior years, which is already ongoing po. So it was already immaterial from our point of view, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, alam mo, Yusek, hindi naman namin sinasabi na tingnan mo lahat yung mga files na ito as they came out, di ba? Pero nung marinig mo ang chairman ng Blue Ribbon Committee, at least 5 cabinet secretaries and a few USEC are recipients of allocables in the Cabral files. Hindi mo lang tinignan, at least yung point, yung part na yun. Ako tinignan ko eh. It should have been more significant on your part kasi kayo nga yun eh. Ako nga ako tinignan ko lang eh. At tama naman siya. Bakit hindi man lang kayo
Yeah, Mr.
Hindi mo lang kayo nabula. Hindi mo lang tinignan kung tama o hindi.
Hindi na
So,
po,
that's okay
Mr. Chair.
Why? Why?
Because yung files po na ito, yung context po, no, of course, we had no idea how it was created or authored.
Sa akin kasi interpretation ko na hindi kayo kumibo. Tama talaga, hindi files.
Correct.
Hindi po, Mr. Chair. No. In fact, we did not even look at the computer anymore. Sinikiro na po namin yan. The first time I saw some of the files ay on social media na po. Kapag noon, pinost-post na po, doon na lang po namin nakita. Pero po yung actual file po sa computer, hindi na po namin tinignan, Mr.
So you
Chair.
didn't even dare to look into the files? Meron na kayong files kahit na sinurrender na ninyo sa ombudsman, di ba?
Wala na po, Mr. Chair. That computer was sealed off po after that incident.
Why didn't you weren't even bothered by not being able to get a copy para lang sa inyo before na binigay nyo sa ombudsman?
Insofar as those files were concerned, Mr. Chair, these are unofficial files po. No? Ito pong mga, paano po ginawa yung document na yun, ano po yung mga nakalagay
Well,
doon.
but at the very least, we have expected from you, like investigating whether or not the files were modified or altered or deleted. Kasi malalagay doon sa computer kung the date where you modified it.
Yes, that's
Bago
why.
binigay doon, so makikita natin even the files acquired by Congressman Leviste would suggest whether they were altered, deleted. Makikita nyo naman doon eh.
Exactly.
That is a minimum requirement that you have done, sana. Para makita natin, even without forensics, alam mo na, totoong mga files. This is more important.
That is correct, Mr. Chair. Kaya lang po, we thought that ombudsman po yung best na mag-handle ng files together with the PNP ACG, Mr. Chair. I think baka po, kapag po kami yung maggalaw, baka po matamper namin at mapagbentahan pa kami na tinamper namin yung mga files, Mr. Chair.
Hindi bumintay
Thank you,
palusot.
Mr. Chair.
Natawa na lang si si kung Senador Marcolita dyan. Kasi nga daw kung binuksan baka mapagbintangan daw matampered. Hunghang. Anak ng kamuti, files ninyo, wala kayong kopya. O, lost nyo. Ang mahalaga dito, authenticated na po ang Cabral files. Kaya ang dapat gawin ng ICI dito, lahat ng mga nakalista doon na allocables, lalo ka na Sandro Marcos, Martin Romualdez, ay imbestigahan na po kayo kung may mga proyekto ba kayo sa bilyon-bilyong allocables. Para sa akin, tagumpay po si Leandro Leviste dito sa pagdepensa niya sa hawak niyang Cabral files. Legit, authenticated na po ito.